Welcome back, folks, to Season 2 of Video Game Talk! Episode 1.
Yep, episode 1.
I'm Jon Vanderhorn, and this is
Nolan Schmidt.
Woo! Video Game Talks. Finger guns. Alright, so today we're going to talk about Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker and Homefront 2 Revolution. So in Homefront 2 Revolution, you have the KPA, which is basically the North Koreans that they take the Apex Corporation. Basically, the Apex Corporation is all these technologies like the phone, all this electronic stuff, and we're getting all our stuff from them. Kind of like we are with China, being stupid. Just kidding. So like it's like Monopoly, like everything is through them, and so they're like, ha ha ha, we have all these Americans like electronics, and so they just basically EMP them all. Boom, gone. It's all knocked out, and then they come and invade. And basically, the premise of the game is you link up with Walker, and it's a revolution. You know, you take back America, and I think that's super cool. It kind of relates to the times too. You know, like with all the animosity, the Russians and the war in Ukraine, just everything going on. So it's just like you really feel like screw these oppressors, screw these aggressors. You know, we're gonna take our stuff back. So I think that's pretty cool. For me, I was playing the beginning. It's very story driven, and so it's just like you're figuring stuff out. Okay, they're taking over. You got to sneak around. You know, cap a bunch of fools. Take some. So it's like it's hard to explain, kind of, because it's like you got little organizations, little communities within the communities, right? So you're taking America back, little piece by little piece, and yeah. So you just work your way up, and it has one of the best video game quotes I've like ever heard, like speeches. In fact, I'm gonna insert a little clip right here.
Now you're scared, and I get that. The Walker's gone, the Norks got us backed into a corner, and you're looking for someone to tell you what to do, somebody to show you a way out. But I say, fuck that. If you want to be saved, you gotta save yourselves. You gotta take responsibility. You want your home back? Take it. You want your life back? Get it back. Pick up a gun. Pick up a brick. Fight with your fists. Grit your teeth. Get fucking furious, man. Because this is it. This is the moment. This is our only chance. Stand with us. Stand with your sisters and your brothers. Stand with your neighbors. Just stand the fuck up. If you want out of this hell, we're gonna have to fight our way out.
That, to me, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I haven't heard anything like that. You know, I mean, I love The Legend of Zelda and stuff like that, but to me, that was just like, wow. That's, it's impressive. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up Homefront 2 Revolution. I think that it's a really good game. It's made by Deep Silver, so the graphics aren't amazing, but it's really story driven. It's an amazing story. I highly recommend checking it out. Yeah. It's got some new multiplayer now, so you can go with your friends and pretty much take back the city with your buddies, and I think that's super cool. It's very community now, you know, and that's in the beginning before they had the DLC. I was like, dude, it felt like it was missing that. Like, oh, it'd be so cool if it was multiplayer. And my buddy goes, it has multiplayer. I was like, what? Okay, so I found that out, and I was like, dude, this is actually sweet. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, what do you got with Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker?
Well, despite the fact that the game was released back in December, there's still new stuff being added to the game. Most recently, there's the 6.1 patch, which added more story and everything else. What I really like about Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker is, despite the fact that I don't play many MMORPGs, like I've played World of Warcraft, I've played Neverwinter, even ESO, but Final Fantasy XIV has been my mainstay MMORPG.
Right on.
I've played so much of it to the point where all throughout a year I was able to play all the expansions just to get to Endwalker right before its release. And this game has gone so big with the amount of players it's gained that that there was actually not enough room in the server, so Square Enix had to build more servers just
Halo Infinite had that problem.
yeah. So pretty much it's the same
Yeah.
situation.
So many people hyped for it, they weren't ready.
Yeah, and just like any highly acclaimed Final Fantasy game out there, it has a fantastic story filled with emotion and everything else. Also added to Endwalker are two classes. There's the Sage class, and then there's the Reaper class. And I personally like the Reaper class.
I don't mean to interrupt. What is the Sage? Like, can you explain a little
They're-
bit without getting like super long? Just quick of the.
I
classes.
believe they're, from what I can recall, they're part of the healer class, I believe.
Oh, so it's like a healer.
Yeah, because pretty much there's the tank, there's the DPS, and then there's the healer. I've been more of a DPS player. I mostly played Bard.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
And I played the Dancer, which came out, I believe it was I believe Heaven's Ward. I believe I can't remember. I think it was Heaven's Ward when the Dancer came out. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong,
No worries.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll let you get back into the.
But,
other stuff you're talking
But there's also the additional dungeons and raids,
about.
which just like any expansion, it has its elements of fun, but its elements of difficulty. Like most of these dungeons, like and some of the stuff, you more likely have to play with other people. I mean, there is a part where they actually have it to where you have NPCs play with you, but it's much better to have other people play with you. Honestly, I honestly recommend the game. I really do. But don't just because there isn't just the story. There's also all the side quests and everything else. My personal favorite, which I saw in the recent trailers, that this particular side quest is making a comeback, which is the Hildebrand side quest, which they're a lot more comical than everything else. I mean, I always chuckle every single time when I was playing through the Hildebrand quest.
Awesome.
And with that, I would have to give a 9.5 out of 10. One of the things that could be seen as a bit problematic is that right. I say right problematic. It's like, just jump.
So with that, we're gonna get into the ratings, and like I said, the score for Homefront 2 Revolution for me would be a 9 out of 10 because Deep Silver's back in it, which they make amazing stuff. They make amazing stories. So much passion and story is enveloped into their games, but and I don't know why. Are you still laughing? I don't know if it's the engine. I don't know if it's the engine they use or whatever it is, but it's not, the mainstream game level of graphics quality. So that takes for me about a full point off, but it's still a 9 out of 10. And for Nolan, we got this cute little porgy here. And we're going to let him talk about his...
So, for Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, I have to give it a 9.5 out of 10. The reason is that it's... I'm going to admit it. Final Fantasy XIV, in general, is pretty much one of the best MMORPGs I've ever played.
Wow.
But it does come with its problems. Like, well, not because of the subscription, because I mean I don't mind paying $12.99 for a month to play the game, because you're still, because that money is going towards to get all the updates and everything else.
And it's worth it.
Exactly.
And with that, I'm gonna kill Nolan.
Why?
Video Game Talks episode over. Nolan's dead.
I'm still alive.
So I think that's pretty cool. And with that, we're gonna take a break. What RTX means to me is being worth flying from Michigan to Austin, Texas. I killed Nolan on the break.
I'm still here.
Damn, it didn't work. So with that, take my video game quote of the day. Video game quote of the day!
Alright.
We all make choices in life, but in the end, our choices make us. Who is that by? No, who was that by? I'm just kidding. It's Andrew. No, I know it. Andrew Ryan Bioshock. Boom. Yep. With that, we have commercial break.
This something you do not try at home.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all the start, it's my
I would
only
normally never
medicine,
do that, but I was
yeah.
like, how often am I gonna get to do that?
Welcome back. I shot you. You didn't shoot me back. I feel so.
Boom, 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 boom.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, The Heart of Chernobyl. So, I'm going to take it to a serious note, nothing funny. We got the war in Ukraine going on, and it affects everybody. It affects the whole world. And S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 is another one of those super relevant games. It's coming out December 7th. I'm really excited for it because I'm passionate about Ukraine. I have friends there. And, I love the culture. I love Ukraine. The situation that happened there in Chernobyl is a terrible thing. Very bad. And I honestly don't know a whole lot about the game yet. I haven't had a chance to really dive in as much as I want to, but I believe there's probably Russians that you have to fight in it, which obviously I have a passion to get rid of some evil Russians. Right? So, but also it's just, I like apocalyptic games too. Like I like Fallout, I like shooters. So I think S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, from what I've heard, what I've seen so far, it looks incredible. I'm getting the Ultimate Edition. So I highly recommend at least pre-ordering the basic thing. I'm going all the way in because I just want as much story, in that as possible. And with that, we're going to go into Diablo Immortal.
Oh yes, Diablo Immortal. This recently just came out.
Oh, it came out already?
Yeah.
I just looked at it last night and I was like, oh, this looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, it just came out.
Okay.
It's available on both PC and mobile.
What?
Oh,
How
yeah.
does that work?
Oh, well, thankfully you can actually go between playing on mobile or PC if you have a Blizzard account because it'll connect it and everything. And the thing about this game that's really interesting is it actually takes place between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. I know that.
I think I read that.
Yeah, because I know
Hellfire 2, or is it just after that?
I believe after Hellfire.
Oh, okay.
Because from what I've read now, I've only played after buying Diablo 2 Resurrected. I've been able to play it like a little bit, but then when Diablo Immortal came out, and interesting enough, it's actually free to play.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are the to get certain items or anything like that. You can't buy. It's in-game purchases.
Right.
But my personal thing is I from what I've played so far, it is a lot of fun. It is definitely a lot of fun for me. It's definitely, I've only played up to about a certain point here and there, but I plan on playing more of it as soon as I can because the story right now is actually really interesting.
So it's got a good story and it's engaging and keeps you wanting to come back to play. That's huge for me.
Yeah, I mean, I've mostly been playing it more on the PC than on my phone because I don't really play much games on my phone.
We have more control on the PC
Yeah.
too, and you can just
Yeah, but I really enjoyed Diablo Immortal so far.
That's good. So we're pretty much gonna wrap this up with one more game, and that's Halo Infinite 2. Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite. Season 2. Lone Wolves. And I, as you guys already know, I'm a huge Halo fan. And I think it's awesome. And you guys got what you wanted. I was like, oh, don't put Battle Royale in Halo. It makes it not Halo. But the way they went about it, don't get me wrong, it's actually awesome. I'm not going to play that mode as much, but it's super cool. You know, you really, you know, some Battle Royales, they'll still kind of move fast, even though you're like trying to, once you're dead, you're dead. People still kind of move around a little bit fast. This feels pretty slow paced for Halo, which is awesome. It slows everything down and you can really be in your environment. I had so much time because how slow everybody's moving. I literally looked around. It was like, wow, this is really cool. Like looking at the map, you know? It's like, wow, this is really beautiful. And then I went in the little connex thing and I'm hiding. But you're still moving around a little bit. Like you're still taking out people. And it's about your approach. I mean, you can run around really fast, boom, 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 and then go slow. The better I got, I moved slow. I'd let a few people kill each other and whatnot, and then I'd go out and then I'd start moving really fast and just get my accuracy down really well. And then once I felt confident and like nobody's gonna take me out, I went kind of slow again. And there was like only a few people left. This is, mind you, I didn't know what I was doing. These people probably did. I had just came in a little bit late, and I did really good, dude. I ended up, I think it was like top. One guy beat me. Yeah, there was one guy left. He got it, but I was just the second to that. And it was my first time playing, you know, a couple matches. But I went really slow at the end, which helped me, like, you know, really be like, all right, where are you at? But, so this has been Video Game Talks Season 2, Episode 1. And now I have to kill Nolan again.
What?
Why are you not working? You broke it.
I'm not dead!
Now that made for interesting comedy. Yeah, wait, no, I'm trying to drive here.
It came out. It's actually
What did you just say to me?
Diablo Immortal just recently came out. And it's available on both PC and for mobile. And pretty much it takes place between Diablo 2 and 3. And it's pretty fun when I play. What was that all about?
This has been a really fun episode of Video Game Talks. Put her there. Thank you for coming by. I really, truly appreciate it. This guy drove really far to be here, and I really appreciate having him on. I think we might have him on for another episode coming up soon. I hope so. And you know what? It has been a lot of fun, and I appreciate it, man. Thank you. This is drugs. I drink it.
Shouldn't have taken all those drugs.
Drugs kill. So the Russians. That was not funny. But it's true.